Ken and Joby, welcome back to my channel. So we are building a potion filter, potions and bottles and water bottles filter for Minecraft Bedrock edition. And as you can see, this shulker box is empty. This had a lot of items in it, a variety of items, and it got filtered. And here are the potions, bottles and water bottles, and here are the other items. They are stackable, non-stackable, the items that are not potions or bottles or water bottles. This filter design is based on the design that ImpulseSV shared a year ago, and I want to build this in the Bedrock edition, and had to do some changes, and finally here we are with the design, and it works. So first of all, we need few blocks to build, and 3 chests, 4 hoppers, 1 dropper, 1 brewing stand, 1 redstone comparator, 2 redstone repeater, 2 redstone torches, and 9 redstone dust. We just need these components. It's a small build and we only need 3x6 space, okay, to start with. So first of all, we need to place a few chests, and we need to do that 1 block above the ground, as there is going to be redstone and the ground level, and I want it to stay above the ground. So we are putting a few blocks so that we can put our output chest first. So let's go ahead. First of all, let's put the output chest. First one goes to the left, the second one goes to the right, and these two are the 2 output chests. The first one will have the potions, bottles and water bottles, and the second chest will have the rest of the items that are filtered. Okay, so now we need to add hopper to this. So put a hopper in the middle block connecting to the first chest, and add a hopper to the back of the second chest, and then put another one connecting to that hopper like so. Okay, so because I put this 1 block above, I need to actually use a scaffolding to get up. So yeah, this is how we put it. So these 2 hoppers are connecting to this chest, and this hopper is connecting to the first chest. Okay, don't misplace blocks. Actually, let's put a dropper on top of the middle hopper. So go ahead, put that like that. Then go ahead, take your brewing stand and put it right in the front of this dropper. Okay, so there we go. So we have the dropper and brewing stand for filtering. Now let's go ahead and the input chest and hopper. So first of all, we need to put a hopper to the left side of this dropper like that, and then go ahead and make sure it is connecting to the dropper. Then put a chest on top of this hopper like so. So that is the input chest. Put a block on the back of this middle hopper like that, and then put another block to the right side if you're looking from the back. And if you actually go ahead and do this like so, it will look like this. So a block in the front and another block to the left. Then we have to actually take comparator and put the comparator on the back of this dropper. Make sure it is facing away like that. Okay, now let's go ahead, put a block in front of the comparator like that, and leave that space like that. Okay, so make sure you're putting the comparator in that way, and then go ahead and place a block right in there. I was having difficulty because I'm trying to do this in a survival way. Okay, so now that we have 2 blocks in there, put a redstone dust next to that block, then put a redstone repeater facing the hopper, this hopper. Okay, so put a repeater like that. So this will look like this. This will help us log the input hopper so that the dropper spits the first item before it takes the second item. And that is the setup right there. Now we need to add a redstone torch right on the block that is in the front of the comparator. Then go ahead, put a block 1 block away from that redstone torch. Redstone dust goes on top of it, or redstone goes on top of it. Then put 2 more redstone like that, 1 block below, and then go ahead, take the building block, put it under the middle hopper like that, and it is in front of the redstone dust like so. Then go ahead, add 3 more blocks to the side like that, and then go ahead, put a block 1 block below the redstone, the hopper like so, and then go ahead, put 2 more redstone on the back like this. A repeater goes right there, a block in front of the repeater. Make sure you're putting it in front of it, and don't put it on top of it like that. Then go ahead and put 1 redstone dust right there on the back of the last hopper like that, and let me show you it from above. As you can see, this is how it goes. That is the comparator redstone torch, the redstone that goes here, repeater, redstone dust goes there and here. So yeah, it looks like this. Then go ahead, change the timing of this repeater to 3 ticks. Okay, make sure you're doing that. It isn't 3 ticks, and the first one is a single tick. You don't need to do anything about that. Now let's go ahead, let's add a last redstone torch and redstone, and for that, go ahead, put a block on top of this redstone torch like that, and then go ahead, add redstone right in that block. Okay, now we have to actually go ahead, put a block on top of that redstone. As you can see, it is looking like this. Then we need to add, let me get on top of it. So now that we have the top, we need to add a block on top of the dropper, another block right there, and then put 2 redstone right in the space, and it will look something like this. So that is how it looks. And let me just go ahead, pillar up, and this is how the redstone looks. And there you go, we just build the redstone like that for this simple potion filter. Yes, potions, bottles, water bottles filter. It's easy, you can modify it if you want. It has to stay, this repeater has to stay in 3 ticks so that it actually filters it correctly, and you can just go ahead and put any items. So I do actually have random blocks and potions and bottles in my inventory, so I'm just going to put that in the chest, input chest, and they will be filtered and put into these 2 output chests, the bottles, the water bottles, and the potions will go to the first chest, the chest on the left, and the rest of the items will go to the chest on the right, which can be stackable item, non-stackable item. The items which are not potions will go to the second output, and that is how we filter using this redstone filter, or using this filter for potions. And you can change this filter into shulker box filter just by adding the shulker box in place of the brewing stand, and it will help us separate shulker boxes from other items. So yeah, we can actually easily modify it to make a different filter. So there we go, we just filtered bowls and potions from the rest of the items and the other two outputs, as you can see. And also there is one more thing that happens if one of the items that is going to be filtered is a blaze powder, then the brewing stand will take that blaze powder. As you can see, I did have few in there, but if I try to put some in the input chest, it will also take the blaze powder and put it in the brewing stand. So that happens if the brewing stand is empty, and if it doesn't have any blaze powder in it. So yeah, you have to keep that in your mind when you're doing this build. After we complete the filtering, there will be at least one item left behind in the middle hopper, that is under the dropper, so keep that in your mind also. Okay, so why there are bottles inside that chest, why they got filtered? Normally we can't actually place bottles directly into the brewing stand like that. So you can see I'm trying to place it, I can't. But when there is a hopper that is connected to the brewing stand, it can actually accept the bottles. Same goes for a dropper, and let me just show you that. So I'm just gonna put a dropper and a brewing stand and a lever, and then I'm gonna take the bottles and I'm gonna put that inside the dropper. I'm gonna activate it, and you can see it actually does put the bottles inside this, but we can't actually place it in the brewing stand, and that is the reason there is this bottle in here. As you can see, when I place that inside that hopper, inside that shulker box, it actually filters and put it right there, and that is how this works. Let me just take that and let it filter to it. Once you filter the bottles with the potions, you can just add another filter for the stackable glass bottles, and they will be separated from the potions, and it will be easy in that way. And I hope you understand how to do this redstone build, how to do this filter for potions. Thanks for watching. Bye.